Hi, I'm back. I had a few people interested in my thoughts on 25-minute speed training by Joel Freeman. And I'm going to kind of explain how we're doing this. So it's going to be just a bit different than how it's actually pretty set up. What? I don't think you know what I mean. So you work out every day of the week, with the last Sunday being a stretch. My friend, I am the one who has the Beachbody account, not my friend. So we have to double up. You really aren't supposed to double up. We doubled up last week on, I think it was leg day and total body. It was so hard. Oh my gosh, was it hard. So we are coming from Joel's Lift More, and that's a very hard program. We take a lot longer to do it than the 45-ish minutes that it's set up to be. One, because we spot each other. And if we're doing it at her house, we have to take turns with the heavier weights. And so we have to pause, and every now and then we need a longer break. So it takes longer than the 45 minutes. So one thing with the 25 minutes, it has been max 30 minutes for us that we have done. So we love that. That is so nice. We are in and out. I'm sure the gym doesn't know what's happening to us because the people at the gym. Because we used to be there for hours, and now we walk at her house, and then we go to the gym, and we're out in 30 minutes. So that's really nice. Let me go back. We're coming from Joel's Lift More, and we completed 7 weeks. We have 1 week left to complete. So what I have done is I have kept the paper that we have kept track of all of our numbers on. And the plan is, when we finish this 8-week program, to go back and finish week 8, and then we can see if we lost anything, if we gained anything, if we stayed the same. We can compare where we lift more and where we finished 25-minute speed train. Now, in this program, you lift a lot lighter. What I'm doing, and for example today, I can say today because it's definitely fresh in my mind because we did it this morning. I take what he's lifting, and I either lift the same as him, or on the front loaded squats where you hold it like this. I was trying to hold it like this, but that's not. Hold it like this. He did 40, I did 35. And I'm so glad I did 35. It was very, very hard. So we're coming from a max reps, where your final reps need to be hard. And he does 12 reps. I know a lot of women and the older ladies in the fitness that we follow, like say 6 to 8. We followed along with his, and we did 12, and the goal was to be at failure. That was the goal. This one is, except for today, last week was all just a minute, and sometimes he changes things up a little bit, but it's all minutes. It's all, you get 15 seconds after you stop, and you do it again. I've already watched part of the arm videos for tomorrow, and it's terrible, and I quit watching it because I didn't want to have to think about what I'm going to have to do tomorrow, because it's going to be terrible. So for example, today, we did, what did we start with? Man, we started with RDLs. You do a minute of RDL, and today he's bringing in tempo. So it's 2 counts down, 2 counts up. What did we do? 30s, I think is what he did, and then that's what I did. And then after you finish your 3 minutes, you get 15-second break, and you go into bands. Now the bands, I would recommend the bands, but mine were like $5 on Amazon. My friend has the pink ones that were like 6 or 7. I didn't care if they were pink. I just bought the bands. Then you take your bands, put it on your feet, and you do an RDL with the band. Then you get a minute break, and while you get the minute break, he's telling you what's coming up next. And then at one point, we did the front-loaded squat. Oh, we did a 20-pounder here, called like this, and you did a static lunge, switch legs, 15 seconds, other leg, and then you did 30. Phone on Do Not Disturb by a spam call, or if I could hang up on here next time. Anyway, it was very hard. Last week we did negative lunges. I did 15 pounds, and it was so hard. My friend dropped the weights at one point at the end. It's wild to me because we were lifting so heavy And now I'm doing 15 pounds in each hand, and I don't cuss, but I wanted to cuss something. Anyway, we've got out a mat, and you get in a kind of static lunge position. You go all the way to the ground, you rest your knee on the ground, and then you stand up. That was really hard. I'm really impressed with the how hard this program is for doing 25 minutes. Tomorrow we're doubling up, and I need to remember how bad it is. So when I tell you the week review for this one, we're doing arms and then core cardio. I know that there's a lot of bear movements involved. So I watched the I watched till I think we're 10 minutes left in the program. We have two different kinds of push-ups. So tomorrow I know it is going to be a move, and then back to that move, and then you move on. It's not like 3 sets like today. And I know he has different phrases. I need to figure out which phrase is for what we're about to do. So like today was 3 moves, burnout, another move, and that's not how tomorrow is. And then we have regular push-ups into something else, and then tricep push-ups. Anyway, so far I am loving it. We forgot to take measurements before our first week, so we measured today. So the goal is to measure just like we did today after our last day with the program, and I'll see if anything changes. We didn't really know where to measure anyway, but I'll have that for you as well. I don't weigh myself anymore because I'm happy with my size, and I feel like I do weigh more because I have increased my muscle mass. And for me, that number is not near as important as my health, as my size, and my muscles. Again, I am the same. Medium is my size. That is where I have lived most of my life until I started gaining all that weight, and that is where I feel the most comfortable. Anyway, I guess we'll end with this, is that I am truly surprised at how hard this program is, how sweaty we get. We are both dripping with sweat when we are done. I think we paused twice today just so I could get a drink and we could wipe our faces off. So far, I would say I recommend this program. If you are short on time, it is perfect. I heard that he designed the program just because he's busy. They've got the kids and everything, and so he tried to find a program that would work in a short amount of time. And I can say so far, it is working. That is it. If you have any questions or thoughts, or if you want any specific information about the program, I would be glad to tell you. I do not work for Beachbody. I get no affiliation with Beachbody. I'm not a coach or anything like that. This is my opinion on how this program is. We've completed a few programs through Beachbody, and so far, I enjoy Joel. I enjoy his personality. He's not too much. Somehow he talks the whole time through the program. I don't know how he does it. But again, if you have any thoughts or questions, or you want something specific, but I will try very hard to do weekly updates, just so I can kind of tell you how it is, if you're interested. That is it. I hope you're having a great June. Bye.